Each season, Boston Celtics All-Star forward Jayson Tatum's already awe-inspiring scoring abilities seem to take another big step forward. And with the way he has been putting up huge point totals of late, that trend appears to be continuing apace. With as many 50-point games as a Celtic in the regular season as the player he shares the team's single-game scoring record with, Hall of Fame forward Larry Bird, the St. Louis native could very well break that record before the 2022-2023 season begins. So, in today's video, we will talk about the best moments in Jayson Tatum's career. Let's get started with 53 points in win over Timberwolves 2021. 3 weeks before needing a truly epic performance from Tatum to overcome a large deficit against a bad Spurs team, the Celtics needed a truly epic performance from Tatum to overcome a large deficit against a bad Timberwolves team. Boston trailed by 17 points in the third quarter before Tatum exploded for 18 points in the fourth and overtime. He missed a jumper at the end of regulation, giving him some extra time to rack up points. He finished the night 16 for 25 from the field and 6 for 10 from three-point range, making 15 of 16 free throws. Tatum became the Celtics' youngest player to score 50 points in a game at the age of 23 years, 37 days, surpassing, you guessed it, Larry Bird, who did it at the age of 26 years and 113 days in March 1983. It was Tatum's biggest game of his career until he dropped 60 points against the Spurs less than a month later. 51 points in dismantling of Wizards 2022. Given his performance in 2022, it's easy to forget Tatum had a rough start to the season in terms of shooting. Tatum's struggles were still evident 6 weeks ago when he went 3 games without hitting a three-pointer, going 0 for 17 from deep. Then, he went off against the Wizards, scoring 51 points in a 116-87 Boston win. He had 31 points at halftime, 48 after 3 quarters, and 50 with just over 4 minutes left in the game on a drive to the basket. He finished with a technical free throw for 51 points before leaving to a standing ovation in the nation's capital. Tatum was 18 for 29 overall, and his three-point woes disappeared that Sunday afternoon as he knocked down 9 of his 14 attempts from deep. In his 19 games since his big day in Washington, Tatum has averaged 29.4 points off 49% shooting overall and 38% from three-point land. 50 points over Wizards in play-in game 2021. With Jaylen Brown out with a wrist injury last postseason, the Celtics didn't stand a chance against the Nets. However, Tatum ensured that Boston avoided a sweep with a 50-point performance in Game 3, leading the Celtics to a 125-119 victory over Brooklyn on national television. Tatum got almost everything he wanted throughout the game, making 16 of 30 shots overall and 5 of 11 from three-point range. His final points of the game came on a crossover jumper over Durant, putting the Celtics ahead 122-115 with 40 seconds remaining. He did everything, dishing out 7 assists and pulling down 6 rebounds. Tatum joined Bob Cousy, Sam Jones, John Havlicek, Ray Allen, and Isaiah Thomas as the 6th player in Celtics history to score 50 points in a playoff game. "50 points over Nets 2021. Tatum was back in the East Conference Finals just 10 days after lifting the Celtics over the Wizards with a 50-point performance in the Eastern Conference play-in game. Tatum scored 50 points in a crucial game against the Nets in Boston's Game 3 victory. Not only did Tatum lead the Celtics to victory, but he also outdueled the duo of James Harden and Kevin Durant, who combined for 80 points. Tatum went 16 for 30 from the field and 5 for 11 from beyond the arc, while also grabbing 6 rebounds and dishing out 7 assists. Tatum delivered another flawless performance in the Celtics' lone victory of the series, 41 points over Pelicans 2020. While this was a typical regular season game for the Celtics, Tatum scored 40 points for the first time in his career. Tatum scored 41 points in the Celtics' 140-105 victory over the Pelicans. Tatum set a career high with 16 of 22 field goals, including an impressive 6 of 9 from three-point range in just 30 minutes of playing time. Furthermore, Tatum did not turn the ball over once during the Celtics' victory, while also recording 3 steals. Tatum's first 40-point performance was much more than that, as he played a complete game for the Celtics, contributing in all areas. 42 points over Milwaukee Bucks 2021. Boston Celtics All-Star forward Jayson Tatum scored 42 points in the Celtics' 117-103 thrashing of the reigning NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks at TD Garden on Monday night, going 16 of 25 from the field, 7 of 13 from beyond the arc, and 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. In 38 minutes of playing time, the St. Louis native also had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals while committing 3 turnovers and only 1 personal foul in one of his best performances of the season, likely putting a smile on the faces of many Celtics fans. April 17th versus Golden State. On April 17th, Tatum and Steph Curry dazzled in primetime, providing NBA fans with one of the season's best individual battles. From start to finish, the pair traded buckets, with Curry scoring 47 points to Tatum's 44. Although Curry, the eventual league scoring champion, had a slight advantage in points, Tatum had the advantage in almost every other category. Tatum went 16 of 25 from the field, 5 of 9 from three-point range, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line, while Curry went 15 of 27 from the field, 11 of 9 from deep, and 6 of 8 from the charity stripe. They both had 3 assists, but Tatum had a 10-7 rebounding advantage, a 2-1 steals advantage, and only 2 turnovers to Curry's 5. In the 119-114 victory, Tatum was a +12, while Curry was a -7. The 44 points were the second most in Tatum's career at the time, coming just 8 days after he set a career high with 53 against Minnesota. And finally, 60 points in comeback win over Spurs 2021. Tatum's scoring total matched Bird's single-game franchise record. The Celtics struggled to start the game, scoring only 16 points in the first quarter. Tatum accounted for 14 of those points. However, that would not be his best quarter of the evening. Tatum scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to help Boston complete a 32-point comeback, the largest in team history. He had 50 points at the end of regulation and added 10 more in overtime, including 2 free throws that sealed the victory with 4 seconds remaining. Tatum made 20 of his 37 shots, including 5 of 7 three-point attempts, and scored 15 of his points from the free throw line. This came on the heels of his 53-point performance a few weeks prior, making Tatum the first player in Celtics history to have multiple 50-point games in the same season. So that's the end of the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss out on our next videos. Until the next video, take care.